Hello everybody and welcome to WAFC's first ever pay-per-view after All Out Chaos, WAFC's Revolution. I am joined here by my commentator partner here tonight, Lavelle, and we are kicking things off tonight with the Universal Championship match between the challenger, this man, LA Knight, versus the champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. Now, huge crowd reaction here to LA Knight. I think he's the fan favorite here tonight. If he's not, then I don't know what world we're living in. But he is getting his shot at his first ever championship at WAFC. He made his debut on WAFC Live episode 19, I believe, the live after All Out Chaos, and confronted MJF face to face. Now, speak of the devil, here he comes. Now, a huge crowd reaction here as well for MJF, but not in a good way as LA Knight, because he is getting booed out of the arena. But I think it's a good idea. He's the first match of the night, because I believe after this match, he will leave this arena. Who knows? He'll maybe even get on a flight out of here. But MJF, Universal Champion, he cashed in on Kenny Omega after his match at All Out Chaos. Ended Kenny Omega's title reign at I believe 2 minutes and 19 seconds, which is record-breaking here for the shortest title reign here in WAFC. But I believe he has not defended it since. If he hasn't, it's going over my head right now. That's the ref trying to separate LA Knight from MJF. Now let's hand over the title. We are ready to start off our first match here in a month, and don't forget, in the main event of tonight, it'll be Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes in WAFC's first ever steel cage match, so you do not want to miss that. Now it's time to get this match underway as the referee rings the bell.
This match is about to go two of WAFC's biggest mega stars about to go at it. LA Knight went for a huge right jab, but look at MJF flaunting and getting out of the way. But Knight uses that, rolls him up, but no, Maxwell kicks out. Big forearm to the face by Knight. Knight, ever since making his debut at WAFC, has been on MJF's watch list. And now giving a huge stop to the corner, now tripping the leg of MJF, and now delivering some stomps on over into the corner. And now the referee dragging Knight off of Maxwell, giving Maxwell some time to breathe. And now Maxwell goes in between the ropes, playing this smart. This is champion's advantage. And MJF goes after the knee of Knight, and now directly after the left arm. And Knight went for a right forearm, and now look at this, belly the back suplex by Maxwell. No, but a super kick does connect onto the chin.
And now look at this, MJF hitting the ropes. What a huge boot to the back of the neck, I believe, of LA Knight, sending him to the outside of the ring. You can see that ringside chair for, I don't know, superstars who ever want to take a rest, I guess. Now, bouncing LA Knight's head off of that wall. Now, MJF has got to watch what he says, because quite honestly, if he keeps running his mouth, I don't know what trouble he'll get himself in. Now, look at this. Oh my god, on our announce table, don't tell me. Jesus, that broke the chair. I wouldn't be surprised if I can't even talk. I won't be surprised if LA Knight broke his arm from that. Now this one arm belly to belly suplex off our announce table. Now LA Knight sliding back into the ring, trying to put some feeling back into that arm. And now I don't know how LA Knight is able to withstand the pain. You can see a huge one-arm body slam. The average man couldn't even do a body slam to MJF, I believe. Now hitting the ropes now. Catching a lariat from Maxwell. MJF has got to think of the next play. And now smacking his arm against the ring mat. Has that double underhook locked in. What a shoulder breaker. And now huge super kick to the jaw. And now taunting, just disrespecting Shawn Michaels, who is at Gorilla, I believe, for Revolution. If you don't know, he's the commissioner of the WAFC, along with COO, Triple H, Now, huge boot to the ear. Trying to disrupt that eardrum of Maxwell. Grabbing him by the hair. Well, he's looking for a spine buster here. Now, LA Knight wasting no time hitting the ropes. Right to the huge megastar elbow. Now hooking the leg. 1, 2. Will he get a 3 count? But no, Maxwell gets that shoulder up at 2. Now getting him up, lining him up. Kick to the gut here. Look for the BFT. But no. Homage to Cody Rhodes, who's in the main event with the crossroads. He calls that the double cross. Looking for a BFT, but reversing to another finisher, which was truly spectacular, if I do say so myself. Now just punches the forehead of Knight. Now shouting at the referee. I mean, there's nothing he can do here. Now has that front face lock. What a huge brainbuster. I don't know if that was a suplex or not. But right into the salt of the earth. What a move by MJF, centering himself to land LA Knight in the center of the ring to lock in that armbar he likes to use. You gotta give it to him. As much as you hate him, MJF does have a strategy going into this. Now MJF has to do everything he could at LA Knight prior to Revolution. He's thrown Wardlow. He's thrown MSK. I don't know how much LA Knight can take before it's too much. And now speaking of MSK, here they come in. Oh! Knight caught a low blow.
And Maxwell gets caught by Knight. And now Knight BFT spikes Maxwell's head into the canvas. Is that off? But no. MSK distracts the referee. And now that's Wardlow. Wardlow attacking Knight. And now a devastating power bomb. Not this way. Not this way. The ref's back was turned. Max makes the cover. No, 1, 2, and 3. And Maxwell Jacob Friedman retains the title, even to the skin of his teeth. But ladies and gentlemen, that was truly an amazing match. I'll be right back with an up-and-coming contest.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WFC's Revolution. We've cleaned up the arena a little bit after what happened just a few minutes ago with the chair and stuff. But now it is time for the Intercontinental Championship match between this man, Johnny Gargano, versus the champion and longest reigning champion in all of WAFC, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins has had a 670-day plus title reign. He won it on the October 10th, 2022 episode of WAFC Live. Yes, you heard that correct. 2022. So he's been champion for basically 2 years already. And now speaking of the devil here, he comes right now. And now the thing going into this match is that much like MJF and LA Knight, Seth Rollins has put Johnny Gargano through everything he can. He costed him a shot at the WFC Universal or Nitro Championship in the qualifiers for the Iron Survivor Challenge on APW's MIWX WFC's Fighter Fest, which I might link down in the description, who knows. If not, then you can just check on LAVELLE's YouTube channel. But he did cost Johnny Gargano a shot in the Iron Survivor. And yeah, that's basically it. So will Johnny Gargano dethrone Seth Rollins, and will he end this historic run as Intercontinental Champion? We'll just have to wait and see. And now the referee showing Johnny Gargano what he could possibly win. Weeks leading up to Revolution, Johnny Gargano has stepped up Seth Rollins by 1 and has held the Intercontinental Championship high above his head. But will that be the scene in about 15 or so minutes? We'll just have to wait and see. Now test his strength here, but Seth Rollins immediately going for a side headlock takeover. Now looking for the schoolboy, but no. Super kick, no, feints out Seth Rollins, and now patting him on the head. And now Austin Theory, Darby Allin, and Buddy Murphy are barred from ringside, or at least that's what I've been told. Now shooting star press, whoa! We haven't seen Seth Rollins pull off a standing shooting star press in a while. And now look at this. On the shoulders, Poison Runner early in the match. Now head damage could do wonders for Johnny Gargano here, that has both legs. Now jackknife cover here, but no. Gargano reverses it. Powerbomb position and a sit-out powerbomb. Now has Rollins laid out with a 1-2, but only gets a 2 count here.
And Gargano right now laying fists to the back of Rollins. Gargano and Rollins, honestly, two of the best wrestlers WAFC has right now in their bloated roster. And Gargano now delivering some forearms to the chin of Rollins. And now goes to the corner. Oh, never mind, not the corner. Just regroups, rushes the corner. Oh, beautiful counter by Seth. Flipping Gargano over. Oh, Gargano reverses. Beautiful left jab to the face. And now springboard spear, but never mind. Super kick dead to the face. It's Seth Rollins hoisting up Gargano. Go bomb. Connect. Dead straight and center. And now a diving forearm smash. But he's still not done there. Flips him over. And Jesus Christ.
And now what a huge forearm shot that was. And now look at this. Rollins just taunting that he's basically saying he can do this all day. It's just firing himself up even more with push-ups. Okay, Johnny getting to his feet now, just barely. Now Johnny could have gotten a concussion from that, if I'm being honest. Now the referee telling Rollins to not put his hands on him as he's hitting the ropes. Looks Johnny Gargano sending Seth Rollins to the outside. And now what is Johnny looking for here? Bouncing off the ropes. Looking to go through the ropes now. Tope Suicida through the... Oh my god. Landing on that chair.
Right now, me and Mark are both in a dangerous position. Gargano with a spear, but oh my god. Just shoots directly over our announce table. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Now as LAVELLE gets out of... I think Gargano may have connected with the Intercontinental title.
Gargano, are you okay, man? Are you okay? That was a nasty fall you just took right there, bro. Are you good? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Seth Rollins takes flight! Takes down Johnny Gargano, my god! Now Rollins just looking on as the referee trying to help Johnny Gargano back up to his feet. And the referee almost called off the match. And now look at the fight in Johnny Gargano. Seth Rollins thinks he's won. And now Johnny Gargano through the rope spear. Huge spear derailing the momentum of the Intercontinental Champion. And now Johnny Gargano had got to capitalize on this moment here. And now look for that Border City stretch with Gargano escape. Gargano escape is locked in here, ladies and gentlemen. Will Seth Rollins be able to get out here? Will he tap out? Now just barely rolling him up. Now shoulder up, here's Gargano. Looking for a super kick to the jaw, and it connects, turning Seth Rollins inside and out. And now I think I know what he's going for here now. The one final B, and it connects. And now not even hooking a leg, just laying on top of him at this point. And now Seth Rollins just barely getting that shoulder up. Johnny Gargano cannot believe it now. Crucifix pin now here. 1, 2. But also gets a 2 count.
Seth like a sly fuzz. Whiff for a forearm, but now Gargano catches the forearm. What is he looking for now? Crossroads position. Oh, drops him on the knee. Lifts him up. And then spinning. Clothesline, no. And now, Enziguri, no. Both men going back and forth. Big forearm, though. To the back of the net of Seth. And now Gargano looks to be playing some long darts. As they shoot Rollins straight into the middle turnbuckle. And now Gargano goes to the top with Seth, but no, Seth with some elbows straight to the face. And what the... Oh my god!
Oh
Jesus
my god!
Christ!
Huge Seth Walker!
Beautiful maneuver by by Seth, but he may have tweaked his knee going for that maneuver.
Yeah, I think you're right there,
We see him grabbing it right now, and now looking the lift up Gargano, but Gargano reversing, flips him all over, but oh, Lesnar just finished Seth, but Seth the knee.
Watch the knee.
Seth, but now Rollins, tosses Gargano on top, and wait, Jesus Christ, Gargano's going after the knee. Smart move. And now a huge punch to the back.
Oh my God, don't tell me.
Oh my God, sunset flip. It's not on. Do you have a new champ? No.
And now Gargano rolling to the outside. I think I know what he could be looking for here now. And looking to, I think, reverse to a pedigree, but one final beat instead. Oh my God, now has the Gargano escape locked in. Will APW's Golden Boy be able to capture the WAFC Intercontinental Championship? But wait a minute. Oh my God, don't tell me it's Darby Allin. And now they're coming out, but not out stage, coming from the back of the... Oh my God. Okay, now that wasn't really necessary. Now gouging the eyes out of Gargano. Now pedigree with authority. Now Buddy Murphy. Wait a minute. Grabbing the baton out of Darby Allin's hand. Please tell me. Please tell... Oh, come on, buddy. Don't do this. Wait. Oh! What a gorgeous knee strike to his now former partner. And now Seth Rollins can't believe it. He's enraged. Stomp. Yes. Well, not yes to Seth Rollins being down on Gargano. Yes to Buddy Murphy finally realizing his true value. Now package pile driver. What? And now 1, 2, 3, retaining his Intercontinental Championship, but at what cost? Hello everybody and welcome to the next match here for WAC's Revolution. It is Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. And now, I'm being told now that Jericho and Sammy Guevara are being banned from ringside, even though Murphy and Darby were banned from ringside last match. Honestly, I have no clue what is going on right now. But Kevin Owens makes his entrance. Again, this is a loser leaves WAFC. So if Kevin Owens loses, then he can no longer show his face in WAFC no longer. And now, if I'm not mistaken, yup, the Beast Incarnate is making his WAFC pay-per-view. No, not pay-per-view debut. He is making his appearance here in WAFC Revolution. He is a former TNT champ. What the hell? I was about to say he was a former TNT champion, but gets wheeled down a shopping cart. Oh my God, low blow. Don't tell me. Huge package pile driver. Oh my God, hooking the leg. 1, 2. Honestly, I can't believe it. Jericho was supposed to be banned from ringside, but now Sammy's out here pushing, shoving Sammy Guevara. Oh my God. Stunner. And now Jericho is conflicted whether or not to stop Kevin Owens from doing this. I mean, he's watching his protege being package power drive through a table for crying out loud. Oh my God. Gets package pile drive through the table. I can't. And Jericho's letting this slide. Honestly, Sammy's being stretched out. I have no clue. We'll see in the next match. I have no clue what to make of that last match. But welcome everybody back to WAC's Revolution. And the next match, I believe, is the Usos. Yep, the Usos versus the Acclaimed. As you can see, the WFC Nitro or WFC World Tag Team Champions coming out now. The Usos. The WFC Tag Team Championships from Live will not be defended because Nick Jackson is currently out with an arm injury sustained again at APWX MIWX WFC's Fighter Fest by the hands of Kyle O'Reilly Undisputed Kingdom. But now here comes the hottest tag team in WAFC today, voted by the fans, the Acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowens.
Hey yo, listen! The play on the mic ran away to smack down. Y'all two look like a couple of clowns. We're here to your belt. Ain't no way you can stop us. Wait, hold on. Y'all look just like your mugshot. We're in the greatest state ever made. Here in Cali, everybody loves the Acclaimed.
Straight bars from Max Caster. Now that I think about it, Max Caster sounds a lot like you, LAVELLE. But now, time to dismiss what I just said. It is now time for the Acclaimed versus the Usos for the WAFC Nitro Tag Team Championships. Now it'll be Jimmy Uso and Anthony Bowens starting things off for the respective teams. I believe this is the only tag action we'll see of tonight. So make of what you will from this match. And now, the thing that sucks for both of these teams is that I think everybody in this whole world expected Brock and Kevin Owens to be longer. So, the Usos didn't really have enough time to go over a game strategy. So did the Acclaimed. I don't think they had enough time to go any last-minute strategies, last-minute moves. So, they just have to wing it. But it only sucks for this match because, again, they had no time to really go over stuff in this match. But the other people in this match will now know what to expect now. Now look for double clothesline by the Usos. Huge chop by Anthony Bowens. Now super kick to Jimmy. I don't think Anthony Bowens knows that Jay's legal, but he'll find out the hard way. Now super kick but caught by Anthony Bowens. Now spinning him around. Huge discus forearm. Jesus. And now ricocheting off the ropes. Looking to go over the shoulders. Looking for the famouser. But no, Jay catches him. Half Nelson, no back suplex. No, Hurricane Rana instead. What athleticism by Anthony Bowens. One half of the Acclaim. And an interesting way to tag in your tag partner there. Now, oh! Straight up knocked out that boy. And now taunting Jey Uso here. Now huge uppercut. Honestly, I think Max Caster, pound for pound, one of the strongest guys here in WAFC. And now, oh! What a chop. And now putting on the chin, another one. And now hip toss. No, arm drag, my bad. And now Max Caster getting overly excited.
What the hell is this bull?
And now Roman Reigns. Now popping up. Samoan drop, but no. Able to get out of it here. Oh! Sits down, planting Caster right on the back of his neck.
And now Jimmy. A great match these people are putting on. But now Jimmy disrespecting Max Caster. Irish whip onto the ropes. Caster ricochets off, and now big forearm by Jimmy, laying down Max. And now looking for a snapmare, connects. Beautiful maneuver. Jimmy runs off the ropes. Big kick to the side of the face. One thing I will say, again, Usos, very dominant. A very dominant team. It looks like Jimmy's ready to fly out to the sky as he makes the tag to his brother, Jay. And now Jay, I was thinking about doing the same thing, but no, Anthony Bowens grabs onto him. And Scissor me, Daddy! Yes! Yes! And oh! Oh my God. Jay just slapped the crap out of Anthony Bowens.
And now look at this by Caster rolling up Jey Uso. 1, 2. But Jey only gets the 2 count. And now taunting. What the? Oh, come on now, Caster. And now super kick by Caster. 1, 2. Again takes the 2 count. Now Caster front face lock. Fisherman suplex. Nice by Caster. Now look to make a tag to his partner Anthony Bowens. Now I think the Acclaimed are one of the most entertaining tag teams to watch, because like what Max Caster did earlier, you'll never know what their next move is. Now just targeting that leg now of Caster. You can't hit the mic drop if you have no legs. Can't even wrestle if you have no legs, actually. Tagging his brother. Has that shin locked, and now shin breaker. Now pop-up neck breaker. If the Acclaimed hits a pop-up move, the Usos will pay the favor right back, and now whoa. Now Jimmy faking out Bowens. Now Jimmy laughing his ass off. Now huge blow to the gut. But Jimmy fires back with the huge shot to the forehead. And now Jimmy Uso saying this boy ain't going nowhere. And now single leg crab locked in. Single leg crab. Will Caster be able to get out of this one? Come on, scissor him. He scissored him. I never thought I'd say that in my life. Now huge bulldog. And now look at this. Bowens taking out Uso. And now a shot to Jimmy. And now another one. Now a huge chop. Now what's he looking for here? Irish whipping him into the ropes. Bouncing off him. Discus forearm. That was almost an elbow. And now neck breaker by Bowens. Now fired up here at Revolution.
And now Anthony Bowens. Wait for that drop the dime, but looks like Jimmy with a Rhodes through for the pin. But no, Anthony Bowens kicks out. Anthony Bowens sunset flip over on Jimmy. Is that all too? Do you have new champs? No. Jimmy is able to get the shoulder up. And now, Jay makes a tag. I don't think Anthony Bowens saw. He lands that big maneuver. But the ref's not counting because Jimmy's at the legal man. And oh my God, Uso splash on to Anthony Bowens. That is it. 1, 2, and no. Next Caster.
And now Jimmy Uso pulling out Caster, and now a super kick to the jaw. And now huge shot to the jaw. And now another one. And now another one. And if you smell what Jey Uso is cooking. And now Bowens takes a fall. And now hyped up here now is Jey Uso pulling him to the corner. Much like their dads look to back it up on Anthony Bowens. And now Samoan wrecking ball shades over Kishi. Now pull him by the leg. Uso looking to go high. Now huge Uso splash to Bowens. 1, 2. Jey Uso looks like he's got this in the bag. But Bowens gets the shoulder up right before 3. Now Jey Uso does not know what to do next. He does not know what it takes to get Anthony Bowens down, but now a headbutt. And now shots to the ribs. Now kick to the gut. Huge elbow to the back of the neck. Bowens has got to make a tag to his partner, Max Caster now is vertical suplex. And now again punching Bowens repeatedly. Getting him up now in a huge headbutt.
And now Jay watching over Bowens right now. Max Caster, who can't really do much on the other side. And now beautiful belly to back suplex. This, I don't know much to say. Like, Jay has full control over Anthony Bowens right now. And now he has in a sleeper hold the Usos, truly a dominant tag team ever since winning those belts at All Out Chaos, and now showing the young blood of the Acclaimed. I think Anthony Bowens may be out. If he gets to 3, this match is over. Wait, no! Anthony Bowens is staying in the match. Bowens now lifting Jay up with him. And oh, beautiful stunner!
And now the Acclaim giving it all in this match. So are the Usos, but both men desperate for a tag. And now Bowens makes the tag to Caster. Now huge clothesline taking out Jay. And now another one takes him out again. And now this time a punch to the jaw. And now huge kick to the face of Jimmy. And Max Caster seems to be running fine on that leg. And now what the hell? Now Bowen seems to like the idea. Now putting on the Usos attire. Ducking the clothesline. Huge chop. Now Jason in the corner. Has an ankle lock locked in. Shades of Kurt Angle. Now will Jay be able to get out of this one as Anthony Bowens with the back elbow. And now a fist. And now a chop. And now super kick to finish off the combination. Sending Jimmy Uso to the outside and Max Caster barking orders. And now grabbing the tag team championships. Will this be the future of tag team wrestling? Now rearranging furniture. I think we have to get out of here, Lavelle. Now, oh my god. Now this is just a recipe for disaster. Getting him up on his shoulders. A claim to fame maybe, but no. Spear to Anthony Bowens. And oh my god! Spine buster! Through the table, off of our announce table. And oh my god, now Jay Uso looking to capitalize on Caster. And now what is this, going to the outside? Scaring the turnbuckles. Uso splash! And another one! Just collateral damage for the Acclaimed. And now hugging the leg. And the Usos retain their Nitro Tag Team Championships. Bowens looks disappointed, but honestly, the Acclaimed have nothing to be disappointed about. They gave it their all in this match, and I can definitely see them being a main staple in the tag team division in WAFC. Now what are the Usos thinking of? Come on, leave them alone. Now what? And now it's a huge scissor fest between these both teams. We will see you all in the next match. Hello everybody and welcome back to WAFC's Revolution. It is time for some tribal combat between the returning Eddie Kingston and Solo Sikoa. And I say returning because Eddie Kingston was taken out by Solo Sikoa on WAFC Nitro episode 20 while in the TNT title match against Malakai Black. And now he's making his return here tonight, looking for not only vengeance, but to take Solo Sikoa out of action. And now here comes out the Brute, of the bloodline, the enforcer of the bloodline, the meanest of the bunch, Solo Sikoa. And maybe even throw Baby Uso in. Now accompanied by Paul Heyman. This is Solo Sikoa's in-ring debut, so I am looking forward to see what this kid has in store. But how will he fare against Eddie Kingston? Eddie Kingston is a very tough first opponent here. I believe Solo Sikoa made his first appearance at WFC's All Out Chaos, helping Roman Reigns to win the Extreme title, which he then relinquished for a shot at the World Championship, which will also take place tonight. But oh, look at this, Eddie Kingston already going at Solo Sikoa. And now taking shots at the back of Solo. Now kick to the gut here. Front face lock position. Now I think looking for a suplex, but Solo couldn't get him up. And oh, looking for a spinning Solo already in this match. Couldn't speak right there. And now pulling the headband over the eyes and a super kick. What offense by Solo Sikoa with that quick thinking. And now DDT. Now just pounding in the forehead of Eddie Kingston. And you can see at the right of your screen, you can barely see it, but there's weapons. And now what a short arm clothesline by Solo. You can see weapons out there for this tribal combat match and a headbutt. Surprised I didn't do more. Now huge running clothesline in the corner. Irish whip into the other one. And another huge body splash. And oh my god, Samoan wrecking ball, and it connects. That's the move that single-handedly took out Eddie Kingston, along with Samoan spikes. And yeah, but you get what I mean. And now falling headbutt. And now, oh my god, half Nelson suplex. Wow. And now look at this, Solo Sikoa grabbing that headband of Eddie Kingston, choking him out with his own headband, for crying out loud. That's brutal to say the least. Now has the leg of Solo right into a Samoan drop. Now huge boot by Solo attempt, but no. Eddie Kingston throws him to the ropes. Now Eddie Kingston with a huge knee to the gut of Solo Sikoa. Now goes the double underhook butterfly suplex, beautiful by Eddie Kingston. Now has him in the corner, huge chop there. Now looking to go up, and now bringing the shots to Solo Sikoa. And just making it rain fists on Solo Sikoa now. Eddie Kingston not stopping anytime soon, it seems to be. Now big time overhead Uranagi. And now Kingston has Sikoa set up for what I can only imagine the hammer and anvil elbows. Taking after his good friend Jon Moxley. And don't forget, Jon Moxley will defend his World Championship tonight in the co-main event against Randy Orton. Randy Orton's right-hand man and Roman Reigns. And in the main event will be Cody Rhodes versus Kenny Omega in the first ever steel cage. That'll bound to be an all-time classic. Now Kingston looking to go outside for the first time in this match. A cricket bat, I didn't even know he had that out here. Throwing a chair in. Some barbed wire baseball bats as the ref is checking in on Solo Sikoa. Now grabbing a chair, oh god. And now cracking that steel chair over the back of Solo Sikoa. And don't forget, you have to let this slide because Eddie Kingston wants vengeance after what Solo did to him. Now Eddie Kingston just keeps going, and now he finally stops. Now, oh! A karate chop to the forehead. But obviously, Solo Sikoa is immune to it, taking that he is. Samoan has that strong-ass forehead. And now just trying to take him down. Now, took him down to one knee. Now she keeps going. Oh my god, Eddie Kingston's a madman. Tried to headbutt a Samoan. And now just keeps going. Now a huge boot to the face. And now just stomping in the head of Solo Sikoa. Again, not letting what Solo did to him slide. But now I think those headbutts finally got to Eddie Kingston, as they are both down. Now finally getting up. Now Eddie Kingston drops to a knee and a huge boot to the head. That's the same move he came in WFC with. Now a huge X-Plex on the table. I think that caused a stress mark on the table. Wow. And now, oh, Northern Lights suplex onto that table. And now Solo crawling out to the outside. Don't think that's a good idea if there's weapons all around. And oh my god, huge snake eyes into the ladder. Now, oh my god, DDT on the floor. And now if I were Kingston, I'd throw Solo back into the ring immediately and cover him. Now grabbing a crutch. Oh my god. The point of the crutch just going into the throat of Solo Sikoa. And oh, breaking the crutch over the back. Now spinning Solo on the floor. You may have heard this story millions of times before, but that is a very thin layer of padding between cement and that floor. And oh my god, Eddie Kingston just ricocheting off the ring post. And uh-oh, heading to the top. Solo likes the Uso splash. And it connects. Will Solo take the dub here tonight? 1, 2. Eddie Kingston takes the 2 count. Now Solo Sikoa slowly but surely getting frustrated by the second. And now look at this, Solo Sikoa on top of Eddie Kingston. And now huge fist there. Now getting him up. Big time chop to the chest. But I think Eddie Kingston's singlet covered it a little bit. I don't know. Now look at this. Oh my god. Fall away. Huge spin out slam. I don't know what in the world to call that move, but I'll call it that for now. Now running to the corner. I can only imagine that he's looking for one thing. And that's the Samoan... No! Samoan splash. My bad. I thought he was looking for a Samoan wrecking ball. Now bouncing off the ropes. Huge spinning wheel kick there by Solo Sikoa. Again, this is an in-ring debut. And so far, going up pretty good against Eddie Kingston, I'd say. Now huge senton there. Huge super kick there by Solo. Now on the cover. 1, 2. But a kick out by Kingston. Now both men donning the Crimson Mask. At what point in this match will it take blood loss into consideration? My god, Solo Sikoa! I think looking for a splash there, but ultimately misses. Now, oh! Huge brainbuster onto that chair. And you can see the blood dripping down of Kingston's face. And going under the ring. What more do you need in this match? And 2 more chairs now. In the trash can for whatever reason. Oh my god! Oh, caught him, backs him up into the ladder. And now gut first to the ring apron, hardest part of the ring. If you don't know already. Now putting a 3rd table. Oh my god! No! Lavelle just got taken out by these 2 behemoths. Now I'm just glad I didn't get caught in the crossfire here. Now they're just brawling it out here. Now, okay, I'm overhead belly to belly. Oh my, I think Solo's back grazed the barbed wire you can see on the floor. But yeah, Lavelle's definitely out. Eddie Kingston placing a ladder bridge. I have no words on what just happened. Well, I mean, I do have words. I'm glad that wasn't me. But oh my god, what in the world is Kingston thinking? Northern Lights bomb through the ladder! This has just turned into complete mayhem. I don't even know if you can call it a wrestling match anymore. Now look at the welts forming on Kingston's back. Did you see the rungs of the ladder? That's just... oh my god, this is just hard to watch. You can see Lavelle getting carried out here by Shawn Michaels. god, I just can't stand looking at Eddie Kingston's back. And oh my god, I can't even stand looking at this. And oh my god, reverses it on Eddie Kingston. And I don't have a monitor. Spear through the table. And I don't have a monitor, so I have to call the in-ring. And now look at this. Samoan spike. And now just repeated spikes to the throat. I don't know if Eddie Kingston can even breathe at this point. Now hooking the near leg. 1, 2, and 3. Solo Sikoa has just defeated Eddie Kingston in his in-ring debut. And now Solo Sikoa making it known, but we'll try to clean this arena up. We'll try to give medical updates on Lavelle whenever we can. I'm sure they'll be brought to us during this broadcast. But we'll try to clean this arena up, and we'll catch you in the next match.
Hey boys, don't start anything. We've already had an incident tonight. We don't want another one. Your match is next, Malakai. Head to the ring. Your opponent will be there soon.
What a confrontation we just had backstage. But I'm getting word now that Lavelle will be returning for the next match. What a shame that he can't be here for Malakai's TNT Invitational. But speaking of Malakai Black, here he comes. One of the most dominant TNT champions, if not champions in general, in WAFC. Made his return at the Royal Rumble and since then has had a very successful WAFC career. Winning the TNT Championship at WAFC's Full Gear Final Battle exclusive to Instagram on November 28th, defeating the likes of Brock Lesnar, Eddie Kingston, as I mentioned previously, and an amazing match against Dolph Ziggler in a 2 out of 3 falls at WFC's All Out Chaos. And since then has held that TNT Championship for over 260 days. And reign is still going, might I add. And now, going into a mystery match, you can't study your opponent because obviously you don't know who it is. So you just gotta be prepared. You gotta be a well-rounded wrestler if you want to do stuff like this. No way! Oh my god, Lavelle is so missing out. It can't be. It is! It's the Bruiserweight. Pete Dunne has made his return to WAFC. I gotta gather my thoughts here. Pete Dunne made his debut on then WAFC exclusive live, now WAFC Nitro episode 4 against Finn Balor, and he won that. Since then, he was at Slammiversary and took place in that ladder match to crown the first ever Cruiserweight champion. And since then is laid low. But now is challenging for that highly coveted TNT Championship. Has been held by Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Malakai Black, and technically Dolph Ziggler if you want to do that. I'm now going after the leg now. Now shoves him off. Now headlock. Backing it up. Leapfrog by Black. Now headlock takeover by Malakai. And now looking for a boot, but Pete Dunne caught him to the grapevine, into the heel hook. but easily getting out of it with one boot. And oh! What a strike there. Now, oh my god. He could end it right here. Bitter red, but no, Malakai Black rolling out of it. And now, I think this is the first time I've seen fear struck into Malakai Black's eyes. I don't know. Actually, I have a good feeling that Malakai isn't too confident going into this. I mean, Pete Dunne, world-craft superstar. I mean, well-rounded wrestler, like I said earlier. Great high flyer, great technical wrestler. Now a rear naked choke. And oh my god. Oh! Snapping that arm over the shoulder. Now wrist lock. Don't call him the Bruiserweight for nothing. Now Malakai rolling through. Has it head scissors. Now arm drag. Japanese arm drag. Nice by Malakai Black. Now hitting the ropes. And now look at this, Malakai getting out with another arm drag. Now kick to the chest. Now Malakai with those forearms. Pete Dunne now letting go the ropes. Jesus! What a boot to the jaw. Now hangs up. Pete Dunne left to dry. Now huge meteor but misses. Now roundhouse kick to the back of the head. That looked brutal. And oh my god, what is this? Oh! Has those legs locked. And has an ankle lock locked in. And has that grapevine applied too. If Malakai gets out of this, I'll be highly impressed. Again, I can see in the eyes of Malakai Black there is worry. Even just a little bit in there. Now look at this. Texas Cloverleaf here by Malakai Black. Wrenching it back, but no, Pete Dunne, look at this. Gouging at the eyes of Malakai Black. And now Pete Dunne not letting go until now. And now front chancery here. Guillotine. Guillotine applied here. Now Malakai Black could be fading, but no, I'm mistaken in a Northern Lights suplex. Nice bridge there. And now it's Malakai with the front chancery. And now... oh, looking on a Seth Rollins arc, but no! Snapping the other arm of Malakai Black, and oh my god, no! I think just snapped the fingers of Malakai Black. Now stomping on the arm attempt. No, sweeps the legs. Springboarding off the ropes, lion salt, but misses. Oh, look at that leg, that leg. Now look at this moonsault by Dunne. But no, misses as well. These men cannot land a single move. And Pete Dunne rolling out of it. And now, oh! Saito suplex there. Now look at this. Just wanting to rip the armor. Oh! Huge elbow or fall. I don't even know at this point. Now huge butterfly suplex. Now stomping on that arm. And now a Fujiwara, not Fujiwara armbar, just a regular armbar locked in now. Now Pete Dunne wrenching back on it. Want to hyperextend that arm. Malakai Black. And now just forearm strikes to Pete Dunne. This is just brutal at this point. Malakai not stopping. Now, I have no words. Now, I think Malakai was looking for that basement shining wizard, but Pete Dunne just collapsed. And oh, pile driver. Took the near leg. But Pete Dunne kicks out. Now there you go. There goes that shining knee. Oh, double stomp to the chest as well. And oh, roundhouse kick. What a combo by Black. Now deadlift German suplex. Drag him to the center of the ring. Now dropping that knee on the face of Pete Dunne, that could break a cheekbone. Now look at this, just angering the bruiserweight. I'm not sure this is a smart decision here. And oh! What a slap! And now Malakai returning the favor. And there goes Dunne. And now Black looking for a fist. But no rebound. German suplex here. Huge by Pete Dunne. And now stomping on the hands of Black. Now feeling fired up here with the roundhouse kick. Now a triangle choke. Great match we are witnessing here so far. Now transitioning into that armbar. And oh my god, look at the arm of Black. Now what is Dunne looking here for? Oh. Just jumping on the arm of Malakai. And oh my god, arm trap back suplex. Pete Dunne really wants to break that arm of Black. And now look at this full head of steam here. Pete Dunne gonna fly with a tope suicida. And now grounded pound on the floor here. It is Revolution, and if you haven't already, go subscribe, go like, because the bruiserweight, it's fired up here. And if you are in the live chat, leave in the live chat what you think of this pay-per-view so far. Tell me what you think of this match. And oh my god, I do not want to suffer the same fate as LAVELLE did the other match. Now huge chop to the chest of Pete Dunne, but he seems unfazed. He wants more. Now you have to be like some sort of monster if you volunteer want chops. Now a huge overhand one. Now huge kick to the chest. But the bruiserweight not giving up. And now forearms to the face of Malakai. To the jaw of Malakai at that. Now oh my god. X-Plex on the apron. Now sliding back into the ring here. Black Mass. Oh my god. There it. Oh! Black Mass into a huge discus forearm. The momentum of the Black Mass led Pete Dunne to hit that forearm. Unbelievable. Great match here. And now look at this. Both men wanting more. And Pete Dunne telling Malakai to bring it. Now a huge forearm. Now forearms exchange here by these two men. It just seems that Pete's are way more deadly. Still going at it, and now a slap to the face. Now Pete Dunne returning the favor. Now exchanging slaps now. And all catching each other with a slap. And now just going at it here. If you have not already, go follow the Instagram link, should be in the description for more behind the scenes content and news on the pick. But now a huge leg sweep by Malakai Black hitting the ropes. Nice basement shining wizard there. Now nice German suplex by Black, sending Pete Dunne to the outside. Oh my god, I have a bad feeling about something. On the outside, moonsault! Huge, big time moonsault by Malakai Black. Now sending Pete Dunne into the stage. Rough landing there. And oh my god, don't tell me. Tombstone pile driver. Now this could be the beginning of the end for Pete Dunne here. Signaling for the Black Mass, but no, dodges it. Snapping the fingers. And oh my god, here it is. Bitter end. No way. Oh my god, getting him up again. Bitter brainbuster. We haven't seen that move since the Indies. No way. Is this gonna be it? Oh my god, what just happened? What on earth is that thing? I don't even know if you can call that a human being anymore. Now the ref and Pete Dunne distracted by whatever this thing is, and oh! There it is, black mass right on the jaw. And now Dark Ritual locked in, that Dragon Sleeper. Pete Dunne has nowhere to go. I think he's knocked out right now. And oh my god, Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne is out. Pete Dunne is out, ladies and gentlemen. And Malakai Black has retained the TNT Championship, but they're still beating him down. That's Brody King. Wait. Brody King and Malakai Black use. Wait. No way. Don't tell me. No way. He's here. Daniel Garcia is here in WAFC. Look at this stare down. And this is what the fans want to see from Daniel Garcia. And now bring it to Malakai Black. What a match this would be in the future. Now huge boot to the ear. Now, oh! Step up into Gary and slap to the neck combo. And Pete Dunne telling Malakai Black that this isn't over. Now we will see you all in the next match.
Hey, Bryan, I hope you have a good match out there. You got this, pal.
Thanks, Sean. It means a lot.
Well, look what we got here. It's the so-called dragon that I've beaten twice before. What makes you think I can't do it a third time? And as for you two, if you were to be saying anything motivating to anyone, it should be me. I carried this whole damn company on my back for a whole year. I showed up to every damn pay-per-view whether I wanted to or not, and I never got my damn flowers from it. This time, I will not only remind Bryan, but you two, the whole damn locker room, and the WAFC crowd that attends this match who the phenomenal one really is. And after this damn match, Bryan, I will bury you. See you out there.
Hello everybody and welcome back to WAFC's Revolution. And my, what words AJ Styles had to say back there to Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Bryan Danielson. But here he comes out now, former and first ever WAFC World Champion. And now being a first ever champion is a record you cannot break. AJ Styles' name is in the history books forever, as long as WAFC is alive. A whopping 636 days is how many days AJ Styles has held the World Championship for. And I believe John Moxley, who took the title off AJ Styles, is currently having a 115-day plus title reign. But as of right now, here comes out the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. On May 3rd, 2024 on WAFC Nitro episode 19, the episode after All Out Chaos, is the day that Bryan Danielson made his return. And his first match back was against Adam Cole, but how will he fare against AJ Styles for the third time? Their first match was at WAFC Slammiversary. Second match was at the WAFC Royal Rumble. And now the third scheduled match was supposed to be at WAFC's Full Gear Final Battle, but Bryan Danielson suffered an injury before he could even step into the ring. So we have not, well, before May 3rd, we haven't seen him since November 28th. But now a stare down of the century, now lock up here. Caught a little tie up here by AJ Styles, and Bryan Danielson goes behind waist lock, but Danielson unable to get out of it with an arm drag. Now AJ Styles able to get out of it. Now side headlock takeover by the American Dragon. Bryan Danielson, I believe, has not been a champion here in WAFC. And now Bryan Danielson has an 0-3 pay-per-view record. He has no wins and 3 losses in every pay-per-view he's appeared on. He's lost at Money in the Bank. He's lost at Slammiversary. He's lost at the Royal Rumble. He didn't win, or he didn't show up to Full Gear, and he didn't show up to All Out Chaos either. So will this be the pay-per-view Bryan Danielson gets his first ever win on pay-per-view, or will AJ Styles continue his pay-per-view streak? Now nice reversal to Ushigoroshi, looking for a kick, but no, AJ Styles trips him. And now kneeling on that knee of Bryan Danielson. Now Danielson able to catch him into a cradle, but no, AJ Styles gets out of it. Now dodging that clothesline, trapping the arm in a wrist lock. Now AJ Styles reverses. Bryan Danielson is now the one in trouble. And now look at this by Bryan. Nice takedown. And has that arm isolated. Great by Bryan Danielson. Like AJ's getting out of it. Now huge drop kick, but no. Danielson able to evade it. Now Styles able to evade it. And now look at this. Has that leg very much like Malakai. Now look, it's Hurricane Rana. But look at that knee just slamming into that mat. Now AJ Styles in the corner. Bryan Danielson following up behind him. And now look at this. AJ Styles using the ropes with that advantage, flipping out of that back suplex. And now AJ Styles looking for one of his own. Bryan Danielson looked to flip out of it, but catches a back stunner instead. Not a backpack stunner, but just a regular stunner. Now, oh my god, slingshot. Right to the Ushigoroshi. Beautiful by AJ Styles. What offensive maneuver there. And now AJ Styles just working that leg of Bryan Danielson now. Now just punching it at this point. Bryan Danielson at least has some sort of sense to defend himself here. And now gouging at the face of AJ Styles. And now look at these cross faces across the face of AJ Styles. And now look at this pin here. Shoulders down. AJ Styles kicking out of that unique pin. Now looking for a figure 4, but pushes him off. And now this by Danielson. Hip toss there. And now traditional armbar by Bryan Danielson. Now wrenching back on that arm. And now hammer and anvil elbows to the neck. And now cattle mutilation here, but no, AJ Styles able to slip out of it and dropping the knee on the face. Now sending Danielson into the corner. AJ Styles looking for a huge big time forearm in the corner. Now pump handle here into the gut buster. Now hooking the leg. Bryan Danielson able to take the 2 count here. And then AJ Styles, what is he looking for here? Pendulum backbreaker, and now stretching out Bryan Danielson. Trying to break down the body of the American Dragon here. Trying to ensure that he does not get his first pay-per-view win here. Now has that waist lock locked in. Now able to capture the leg of AJ. And now look at this Hurricane Rana. No head scissors there. Now kick to the chest. That's usually Bryan Danielson's move. But AJ Styles took a page out of his playbook there. Now slamming his face into the turnbuckle. Kick to the leg. Now the referee. AJ Styles threatening the referee with a huge chop to Danielson's chest. Almost backhanded the referee. Now snap mirror and a huge kick to the spine. Now leapfrog there. Bryan Danielson ricocheting off the ropes. Trip attempt by AJ Styles misses. Looking for a drop kick there, but nobody home. Now it's Bryan Danielson who has the upper hand now with a huge penalty kick. Now AJ with the clothesline dunking Danielson onto the apron. And now dodging that punch, and there it is. Bryan Danielson with a punch of his own. Now look at this. Oh my god, springboarding Senton Atomico. Huge move by Bryan Danielson, digging down deep into his arsenal. We haven't seen that move since ROH, I believe. And now look at this, both men getting up to their feet. Huge chop by Bryan Danielson there. Look at this rear naked choke by Danielson. Now wanting to lay down, but AJ Styles, look at this, putting the foot behind Bryan Danielson so that they can possibly not lay down, because AJ Styles know what could happen if they do lay down. Now snapping that arm across his shoulder. Now huge Pele kick there by AJ Styles to Bryan Danielson. My bad there, ladies and gentlemen. Now getting up now is AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson. Now huge kick to the gut there. Kick to the stomach. Now huge big time neck breaker there by AJ Styles. Has a unique arsenal here tonight. I don't know if this could be out of desperation or just AJ Styles working on his moveset. Huge lion salt here. But AJ Styles hesitating. Shooting star press! Jesus, we haven't seen that pull him off in a while. Now huge drop kick. Sending AJ Styles into the ropes. Now huge kick slicing him in half. I think AJ hesitated on that shooting star press there for a minute, if I believe. Now huge regal plex onto the neck, having the cover locked in. 1, 2. But no, AJ Styles able to kick out at 2. Now German suplex there by Bryan Danielson, turning AJ inside and now into the corner. Well, speaking of corners, Bryan Danielson going into the opposite one there, charging in with a huge drop kick to the face. And now here it comes. Bryan Danielson likes these drop kicks in the corner. Now there's the second one. Very rough landing Danielson has when he's coming down from those drop kicks though. Now, oh my god, looking for a third one, but AJ hangs him up on the turnbuckles. A huge drop kick, but no, Danielson. The core strength of Danielson is so strong, and now look at this. Danielson thinking he's wasting too much time here, but no, still hits that moonsault. Very rarely we see Bryan Danielson going up to the top rope, but when he does, it is spectacular. And now butterfly suplex into the armbar here. Now AJ Styles able to get out of this armbar, but look at this. Oh my god. One arm hooked Styles clash, but is it as effective as a normal one? 1, 2. Danielson just barely kicks out. Nice innovative offense there by AJ Styles, but would it have done the same damage as a regular one would have? I have no clue. But AJ taking off the elbow pad here, looking for phenomenal forearm, but no, gets sliced in half with a kick. And now Danielson kicked AJ with that bad leg, but still seems like he's able to operate fairly well. And now these kicks to the chest Danielson likes. It doesn't look like he's stopping anytime soon. Now fired up here, looking for the roundhouse kick, and it connects. Front face lock here, right into the vertical suplex. Or that may have been a brain buster, I believe. Hooking the near leg. And AJ kicks out at 2. Now AJ going out to the apron and look to get some time to breathe, and a huge punch to the forehead of Danielson. And now springboarding, but no! Fails that phenomenal forearm again. That's the second time he tried going for it, but fails once again. And now has a leg hooked fisherman suplex. Now leg hooked here. 1, 2. But no, AJ to kick out once again. I don't know if it's strategy by Bryan Danielson to have AJ use his energy to kick out of everything, but it is working here as AJ is getting his face stomped in by Bryan Danielson. And oh my god, the LAVELLE lock is locked in tight here. But wait, that's Carl Anderson. That's Jon Moxley. That's the current WAFC World Champion. And oh my god! Right off the ramp. Hopefully those two men are okay. Hopefully Jon Moxley is okay. He has a huge world title match coming up in the co-main event. blow, using the referee's distraction as an advantage to AJ Styles. Huge low blow there to Bryan Danielson. Will Bryan be able to recover? And now look at this. Styles clash. And this may be the beginning of the end for Bryan Danielson's pay-per-view win here. Now AJ could be looking for a springboard for 50. No. Going up to the top here. High risk, high reward. Looking to pull out something we haven't seen in a long time. Spiral tap by AJ Styles. Huge move. We have not seen that move in a very long time in WAFC. Bryan Danielson able to kick out though. After a Styles clash, a spiral tap, what will it take for Bryan to stay down? And apparently not enough as he hits that arm trap suplex. Now Danielson looks enraged here. And these huge kicks to the chest of AJ Styles. Now a huge chop. And now another one. And now transitioning back into the kicks. And the chops once again. Bryan Danielson has a full head of steam and it looks like it's not stopping anytime soon as he's transitioning back from the kicks to the chops. Now AJ Styles has no choice but to take it after what had happened with the suplex just seconds before. Now the referee, and now pushing the referee off. And now huge chop block. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I think Lavelle will not be able to do commentary for the rest of the pay-per-view because I believe his headset is broken after what transpired 2 matches ago. Now again working that leg of Bryan Danielson. Looked to inflict pain because I believe he's looking for that calf pressure. Now getting him up here. Look at this huge shin breaker there by AJ Styles. Knows how to pick at any body part of a wrestler. Now a huge wheelbarrow face buster. And now again going after that leg. Now dropping the elbow. Now getting back up, dropping another elbow, dropping multiple elbows here on Bryan Danielson. And now trying to snap that leg into another direction, it seems like. Now rolling through Deadeye. And now AJ has Bryan into the corner and smashes his head in the turnbuckle. Now huge chop. Returning the favor from earlier, I guess. And now a huge slap to the face. Now what in the world is AJ looking for here and hangs Bryan Danielson up on the ropes left to dry. Now going up on the apron. What in the world is AJ Styles thinking here? Springboard 450 splash. Oh my god. 450 splash to the upper back. I don't know if that was the neck or not. But whether or not it is going to affect Bryan Danielson's neck as AJ hits that huge burning hammer. 1, 2. But Danielson still in this. What offensiveness by AJ Styles, that rope hung 450 right into that burning hammer. And now just going after the head of Bryan Danielson. You gotta keep that brain healthy as possible here in wrestling. But AJ disregarding that as he stomps on the head. Now huge spinal tap right there. Picking him up. What is he looking for? Ushigoroshi, another one. Now AJ hitting the ropes in the basement forearm. Now I guess AJ's new target is that head and neck area of Bryan Danielson. Now I think Bryan hit an elbow to the gut. And now, what is this? Now it's AJ's turn to be on the turnbuckles. Now what the hell did AJ just pull off? Oh wait! He just exposed the turnbuckle hook that connects the ring post to the turnbuckles. And Bryan could be out after that. And oh my god, look at this! Huge poison Rana! And I think Bryan Danielson is out here, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's donning that crimson mask. Now hitting the ropes. Huge knee. And I think Bryan Danielson could be done for here. Pump handle gutbuster, but no. Danielson able to hit that roundhouse kick of desperation. And now Danielson has to think, what can he do now to step back in the game? And now look at this stare down. That's been a year in the making. Well, not a year, but you know what I mean. And now exchanging forearm strikes. It is the Phenomenal One versus the American Dragon in their third match in this trilogy. Now huge chop. Now a huge shot to the forehead. Now Irish whipping him into the ropes, I can believe. But wait, AJ springboarding, styling DDT, and it connects. Dropping down the DDT. Now throwing Danielson to the corner, but look at this. Bryan with the backflip out of the corner, but look at that leg. I think he tweaked his knee coming down. Now huge chop block there. Huge chop block by AJ Styles. Now what he's looking for now. Rolling through. Calf killer is locked in. Calf killer is applied. If Bryan Danielson can get out of this, it'll be a miracle for the BCC. But no, look at this. Has AJ trapped in the guillotine. But no, AJ getting out of it. Throwing him, but Danielson rolling through. Think he landed lightly on that knee. And speaking of knees, Psycho knee from out of nowhere. And Bryan Danielson feeling himself here. Now has those wrists clutched here. And now huge stomps to the face, kicking AJ Styles' face in. And now going through. LaBelle lock is locked in for the second time in this match. Can AJ Styles get out of it? Or will he suffer the fate of the LaBelle lock and AJ Styles taps? And Bryan Danielson not only has beat AJ Styles for the first time, but also has gotten his first ever pay-per-view win. And here comes out John Moxley to congratulate this huge victory on Bryan Danielson's part. Now look at this, Bryan and AJ staring down. Now will AJ shake his hand in a huge sign of respect here by these two athletes. Great match, great ending. And I don't think there's anything more I could have asked for out of this match. Again, I feel like this has been a certified classic. We will see you in the next match. Hello everybody and welcome back to WAFC's Revolution, and now it is time for the co-main event. It'll be defended that the WAFC World Championship will be defended against Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton's right hand man. Now here comes out the champion right now. I mean, he was out here just a few seconds ago. I don't know why he went backstage. I guess he went back to get his title. But here is the champion. He has been champion since April 27th of 2024, winning at All Out Chaos. And now here comes out WAFC's Tribal Chief. He brought that Extreme Championship to the Island of Relevancy on April 27th as well, but has since then retired and vacated that championship for a shot at the World Championship. So hopefully Roman Reigns' decision won't come back to bite him in the you-know-where. Now coming into this match, Roman Reigns asked Paul Heyman to not accompany him. Not only that, but to not show up at all during this match. He told the whole bloodline so. But I'm not too sure with Roman Reigns in the bloodline, because this 1 second they might not be here, the next they might be. But we'll just have to wait and see until we get this match going. Now a little stare down there from, if you don't know, then you must be living under a rock, old Shield brethren. And now here comes out the devil, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. Do you remember when I said Bryan Danielson lost that Money in the Bank? Yeah, it was to this man. When Randy Orton gave Bryan Danielson an RKO from out of nowhere through a table. And now it is time to see who Randy Orton will have as his right hand man.
What? No way. No way. No way. No freaking way. Is it actually him? It's no way. It's the right hand man.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk has just made his return to WAFC.
Oh my god has just walked right in front of me.
I couldn't have said better than LAVELLE, ladies and gentlemen, but we got LAVELLE new headset, so he will be back for this match. I don't know about next match, but we will see what will have to transpire. Ladies and gentlemen, the roof has just exploded off of the Toyota Center here in Ontario, California. And oh my god, I cannot believe that CM Punk is Randy Orton's right hand man. How does that even make sense? And now, as the referee rings the bell, it is time to get this huge World Championship match underway. Now CM Punk and Roman Reigns going at it. It's just Randy Orton and Jon Moxley that's having the stare down. Now they're all brawling. Now everybody in this ring is brawling. Now Roman Reigns throwing CM Punk out of the ring. Now Jon Moxley doing the same with Randy Orton. Now bumping into each other. Mistaking each other for the other man, I guess. Now some indistinct trash talking going on here. And now Roman Reigns, I don't think that was a very smart move. Now Jon Moxley telling Roman Reigns to take a shot at him. Now Roman Reigns doing the same, and Jon Moxley doing that, I guess. And now exchanging of the forearms here. Now rebounding off the ropes. And now look at CM Punk and Randy Orton with the huge clothesline and boot, stopping the momentum of the Shield, and a huge calf kick by CM Punk to Roman Reigns. And now Randy Orton directing traffic here. CM Punk going after Roman Reigns. Randy Orton going after Moxley. Now I think it was WFC Nitro episode 20, where Randy Orton went up against Jon Moxley for the world title. And then Roman Reigns interrupted that match. And then that is when CM Punk, well, now we know it's CM Punk who showed up, who is secretly Randy Orton's right-hand man. And now look at Randy Orton! Now CM Punk turns around just in time. Now Randy Orton, dodging a bullet there, and a huge boot to the neck and face area of CM Punk. And now rear naked choke right into the backstabber. And now roundhouse kick. I don't even know if you can call that a backstabber. And now throwing CM Punk into Randy Orton. Now has a rear naked choke locked in. But now they're spilling outside the ring here. And now rough landing by CM Punk. And now throwing Randy Orton into the ropes. Huge shoulder block there. Trip attempt. No, Moxley jumps over it. Huge scoop power slam by Randy Orton. And Jesus! Throwing CM Punk into the wall in front of us. And watch out, LAVELLE, you don't want this thing that happened to happen to you again. Now huge boot to CM Punk. Now Roman Reigns looking for RKO. but no cutter of Moxley's own.
And look at this duo, shades of the Shield. I'm getting flashbacks, not to say the least, but oh my goodness. Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley are about to go at it for the first time ever, I believe, in WAFC. They took out Randy Orton, they took out CM Punk, and now Moxley pushing Roman off of those, where Roman played that strategic, keeping that side headlock cinched in onto the Death Rider, the paradigm not the paradigm shift, but oh my god, Roman Reigns just yelling in the face of Moxley, but oh, huge uppercut by Reigns, now left jab to the face, running off the turnbuckle, it seems. Oh, what is he looking for now? Moxley in the corner, jumping splash by Roman. Don't really see him do that a lot, and now has in a side guillotine onto Moxley, onto the champion. Roman Reigns putting a lot of pressure in, but here comes the Viper Orton, and now Roman Reigns, the Samoan drop.
Now to CM Punk off the top spear. Jesus, turning Punk inside and out. Looks like Roman Reigns looking to save stuff for his team, I guess. Even though this isn't necessarily a tag team match. Look at Moxley to take advantage with a huge elbow drop right through the abdominal section of CM Punk. 1, 2, hooking the leg, but no, Punk kicking out. And now, oh, come on, just spilling whatever was in that cup or whatever was in that can onto Roman Reigns. And now dribbling his face like a basketball off of our announce banner. And now looking to rearrange our announce table. And now, oh my god! Almost throwing Roman Reigns onto our chairs. Now missing that roundhouse kick, throwing Punk into Randy Orton. Misfunction at the junction there. And now waist lock here, but Punk looking to get out of it. Huge jawbreaker there. And now I think this is the first time we are ever seeing Punk and Moxley face off in the WAFC ring. Now it's this huge bulldog. That combo he likes, but Roman Reigns, huge clothesline off our announce table. And now big time tope suicida as I see CM Punk. And now Punk, what is he looking for here? We haven't seen this move in a long time. Springboard clothesline, but no. Now kick to the midsection. Oh my god, look at this. Paradigm shift, maybe Death Rider spare, but no. Oh my god. Moxley going for a Death Rider, but counters into a spear. CM Punk just barely breaking things up. And oh my god, has him on his shoulders. Looking to put Roman Reigns to sleep. And oh my god, Punk with a huge smile on his face, hooking the leg. Is he gonna win another world championship? But Randy Orton pulling CM Punk off of Roman. Spare! I'm surprised Roman Reigns got up that quickly. Now look at Moxley. Gotch style pile driver. And now putting Randy Orton on the top turnbuckle. My god, don't tell me. Avalanche Death Rider? This could end Randy Orton's career. Wait, no! Oh my god, RKO! No way. No way. Roman Reigns just short of breaking up that pin. If I'm correct, ladies and gentlemen, I think that was a 3. Now CM Punk, huge smile on his face. The Combat Club just in shock. Randy Orton didn't even win that damn title. I don't know what that referee is. But I mean, it is the referee's decision. Whose house? Oh, ho, ho. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not watched Fighter Fest, the winner of the Iron Survival match and next in line for the WAFC World Championship. Huge stare down here, and we'll try to have everything cleaned up to our announce table, and we will see you all in the next match. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back on Revolution, about to start the main event, but we do have some announcement here at WAFC regarding the future of WAFC, and let's dive right into them. And that is right, ladies and gentlemen. WAFC will be holding their first ever round-robin tournament in the form of the Continental Pro. If you do not know how one works, it is 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. And there will be 2 leagues in the Continental Pro. Whoever has the most out of those 2 leagues will get a shot at their own brand's World Championship. And what do I mean by that? Those 2 leagues will be the Nitro League and the Live League. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the official leagues for the Continental Pro. Although everybody who will be participating in the tournament will not be revealed tonight, we will reveal one from each league. After his star-studded performance against Seth Rollins, WAFC's higher-ups, aka Triple H and Shawn Michaels, have decided to give him a shot at the Universal Championship in the Live League. And much like Johnny Gargano, Dolph Ziggler had a star-studded performance at All Out Chaos. Although we haven't seen much of him since then, he is looking to remind the world who the show-off really is. And with the Continental Pro out of the way, it is time for a huge revamp for WAFC Dark. Although for the most part it will be the same, it will still remain Instagram exclusive, but the singles division will change entirely. 15 wrestlers will be drafted to WAFC Dark. Once drafts are locked in, wrestlers from Dark will be prohibited from appearing on Nitro and Live. Only when a wrestler wins and defends the Pure Championship 4 times in a row will be permitted on appearing on Nitro and Live. However, when a wrestler defends the Pure Championship 6 times, they will automatically get a shot at either the World Championship or the Universal Championship. However, other wrestlers from Nitro and Live can make appearances on Dark, and WAFC Dark will remain Instagram exclusive, and the Pure Championship will occasionally be defended on YouTube pay-per-views. And if you haven't gotten the hint, WAFC Dark will be getting its own championship in the new WAFC Pure Championship. We are bringing in this title because of what happened to Sammy Guevara earlier tonight when he got brutally attacked by Kevin Owens, and now it is basically a blessing in disguise because now we have a Pure Championship on WAFC Dark. If you do not know how a pure wrestling match works, just read on the screen and it'll make way more sense. And if you wanted to, you could pause the screen, but here is the first ever tournament to determine the first ever Pure Champion. We have Trent Beretta going against the debuting Wheeler Yuta, Chad Gable against returning Christian Cage, Mustafa Ali versus Darby Allin, who has been split from Seth Rollins, and Matt Sydal versus Cedric Alexander. This whole tournament will be under Pure Wrestling rules, and this is bound to be a good one. Again, this will be Instagram exclusive, so if you do not want to miss an action for the Pure title, subscribe to the Instagram. It is time for the main event of this evening. Now, I've been told that Cody Rhodes wanted to put weapons in the ring for, what I can only imagine is to inflict pain onto Kenny Omega, but here he comes out right now. And now the fans making it apparent what they think of Cody Rhodes here. And although this is Cody Rhodes' music, it's obvious that Cody Rhodes isn't coming out, or at least not yet at least, as Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly of the Undisputed Kingdom. And now here he comes. And now when this group originally formed, it was Roderick Strong who was debuting, and I believe he attacked Kenny Omega with a returning Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And I believe the next episode, or the next few episodes after that, Cody Rhodes then made his not triumphant return, but you know what I mean, return to WAFC by again attacking Kenny Omega. And that's how this whole match happened. The Young Bucks were supposed to defend their championships against Red Dragon at APWX, MIWX, WAFC's Fighter Fest, but they got pre-match attacked. But anyways, here comes out the best bout machine, the cleaner, whatever you want to call him. I call him one of the best wrestlers in the whole world, Kenny frickin' Omega. And now you can just hear the difference in the reaction between Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega here tonight, as Eddie Kingston is not the only one who's making his in-ring return here tonight, as Kenny Omega is also making his in-ring return. It looks like Cody Rhodes is gonna attack Kenny Omega before the match, but Kenny Omega's on it. And I don't know if you saw that, but in Cody Rhodes' entrance, he was looking up at that steel cage. Again, this will be the first ever steel cage match here in WAFC, so this is bound to be a good one as Cody Rhodes hits Kenny Omega with a gut punch. Now elbow to the back of the head. Now yelling something at the production crew. Oh my god, don't tell me. He's gonna burn Kenny Omega's face alight, for crying out loud. But no, sweeping the legs of Cody Rhodes. Now thank goodness. Wait a minute. What in the world is Kenny Omega thinking? Tomikari Low inside of the ring. And now Kenny Omega, I almost call him Cody Rhodes. Kenny Omega is fired up, and now the referee rings the bell. The steel cage is being lowered, and now a huge punch to the jaw. Waistlock here. But no, Kenny Omega getting out of it. Huge V-trigger, but no. In the corner looking for a moonsault instead, but Cody Rhodes reverses it into a huge power slam. Now huge super kick there by Cody Rhodes. And now mocking one half, or maybe even both of the Young Bucks. Oh my god. Disgusting by Cody Rhodes. Oh! Kenny Omega gets his revenge there. Avenging his fallen brother Nick Jackson, who I believe got his arm snapped at Fighter Fest. Hopefully Nick Jackson has a quick recovery. But now Kenny Omega is laying in the punches to Cody Rhodes. And now he had him in a position there, but no, Cody Rhodes looking for an Alabama slam, but no, Kenny Omega with sunset flip powerbomb, Cody Rhodes flipping out of it, huge boot to the face. Now picking up Kenny Omega by his hair, now slamming him, throwing him into the steel cage actually. And oh my god, don't tell me, I think he's looking for it. Crossroads connects. Now, if Cody Rhodes wanted to, he could end the whole match right here. But no, I think he wants to inflict pain on Kenny Omega. That's the thing here. Oh my god, looking for a chair shot to the head. But no, Kenny Omega just gets out of there just in time with a chair shot to the back. And now Cody Rhodes just laying it on Kenny Omega. Now folding out that chair. Oh my god. Powerbomb onto the chair. Kenny Omega lands neck first onto the backrest of that chair. And I'm surprised no one's bleeding so far in this match, which is good. Good for them at least. Go for the double underhook. As Cody Rhodes, I forgot to mention, just threw Kenny Omega into the steel cage once again, back first. And speaking about backs, Cody Rhodes just landed back first on that chair. Now look at this, Kenny Omega with a Uranagi. Shades of The Rock. Or Jay White if you want to get fancy there. Now huge lion salt by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, I believe, in his early 40s, but he can still go like he's in his 30s. But Cody Rhodes kicks out there. Now just rearranging furniture here. Setting up Cody on the table and a huge chop to the chest there. Now punch to the forehead. Now to move the table a little bit. Kenny Omega, I think he's going for a Phoenix Splash if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god! But no! Omega lands face first onto that table. Now what? That's a screwdriver! Oh my god, don't tell me. He's gonna kill Kenny Omega. No, Kenny moves out of it. Now huge vision through the steel cage. I don't know how effective that was, but Kenny Omega nonetheless hits a super kick on Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes thought this was a regular match, so I think he tried going to the outside. But now look at this, Kenny Omega using that table to his advantage. Tope con, no! Drop kick there! To the collarbone of Cody Rhodes. Now for a face lock here. Brainbuster. Now huge drop kick. And now Kenny Omega going towards that trash can full of weapons. Is that I think those are crutches. And now spilling out that trash can. Now putting that trash can and wedging it in the corner, moving across that bar. Oh my god! A screwdriver right to the forehead. And oh my god, no! Ladies and gentlemen, we have to switch the camera angle because honestly what's going on inside the ring is way too brutal to show on YouTube. And Jesus Christ! Right to the forehead of the referee. Now double underhook here. Jesus Christ, Tiger Driver. And now I have nothing to say except that Cody Rhodes is a menace here. Even attacked the referee. The referee didn't even do a damn thing. Now huge German suplex. Kenny Omega landing on his neck. And now Cody Rhodes is going after Kenny Omega at this point. You can already see the stainage on the mat from Kenny Omega's blood.
Look around, Kenny, there's nothing and no one to stop me from beating your sorry ass.
Now Cody Rhodes, I think, saying something to Kenny Omega.
Not your drunk little cowboy. Not viewer repellent, Matt Jackson. Not bum-ass arm Nick Jackson either.
Harsh words by Cody Rhodes, but if I'm being honest, I don't even think Kenny Omega can even hear Cody Rhodes. Now huge superplex there. And now I don't even know if Kenny Omega remembers where he's at right now. Now huge gourd buster there. Now dropping the diamond. Now huge uppercut to the throat, I think. And now getting that trash can out of there. And oh my god. Setting up that barbed wire board. Now Hurricane Rana. There we go. Kenny Omega showing some life in this match. And now this huge back elbow. Now Cody Rhodes feeling fired up here. I mean Kenny Omega. Did I say Cody Rhodes? I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Now look at this huge sit-out powerbomb. And now I don't even think Kenny Omega knows that the referee is out right now. Now look for a crossroads here. But no! Kenny Omega with that screwdriver. Now huge V-trigger on the chin. And now one of the world's Kenny thinking, oh my god, that was brutal. And now look, a new referee trying to get in. I think that was the same referee that officiated the last match. Oh my god. Kenny Omega using a sledgehammer to let that referee in. Now speaking of sledgehammer, goes straight into the face of Cody Rhodes. And now shoulders down. But Cody Rhodes kicking out at 2. Oh my god, now an insult to the face, Crossroads. Now open palm strikes. Jesus, brutal. And now look at this one-winged angel, but that's the Undisputed Kingdom. And now Kenny Omega trying to fight him off. Speaking of Cody Rhodes, oh my god! Kenny Omega bouncing off that ring mat like it's a trampoline, and now the Undisputed Kingdom have made their way into the match. Huge knee followed up by a forearm, followed up by a haluva kick. The Undisputed Kingdom relentless with a chase in the dragon. Now, wait. Oh my god. It's Hangman. Nick Jackson is back from his arm injury. I have no clue why, but he is in his wrestling attire. And now all 6 men going at it. And 8 including these 2 people. And now Cody Cutter, but no. Turns the ties into a disaster kick. Now Cody Rhodes has the advantage here. as he has a crutch, and now Kenny Omega can't even breathe here. He's trying to kill him, for crying out loud. And Kenny Omega going low, taking Cody to Dick Kick City here, and now cracks the crutch across his back. Stuttered there, but that doesn't even matter here. Now huge German suplex with the crutch. And now crossface with the crutch. I think after this match, these two men will need to be in crutches, maybe in a wheelchair. Now the point of the crutch straight to the gut. Now huge double stomp to the back, flattening Cody Rhodes, even possibly knocking the wind out of him. Now huge body slam there. Now rolling through. Looking for the U. Can't escape. Usually Kenny Omega's quick to do this. Moonsault here with the trash can. Beautiful by Kenny Omega. Well, not beautiful, but you know what I mean. Now huge V-trigger there. Now falling on top of Cody Rhodes, shoulders down. Now 1, 2, shoulder up here. Cody Rhodes, I don't know how Cody Rhodes is still in this. Now Kenny Omega, I think, signaling something here. I think he's signaling for, once again, another V-trigger. How many more does he have to dish out? But it seems like not too many as he eats a trash can right to the head. And now look at this. Alabama Slam. Now Cody Rhodes taking a breather. Now if you look at the boot of Cody Rhodes, you can see the blood from the face of Kenny Omega, which is absolutely disgusting. If it doesn't wash that boot, that blood's gonna turn brown and purple. Now huge fist drop. And ladies and gentlemen, I think Lavelle's headset is broken again because of how loud it was last smash. But now ducking that punch, Kenny Omega springboarding off that table looking for a moonsault. But no, Cody Rhodes able to catch him into the crossroads position. But no, Kenny Omega now reversing it, turning the tables onto Cody. But huge knee to the forehead. Pushing Cody into the ropes here. Now looking for a V-trigger, but no. Cody Rhodes smarter than that. Now looking for a Cody Cutter, still connects with that V-trigger to the back of the head. Cody Rhodes might be unconscious here. Now this Snapdragon suplex. Now Cody Rhodes laid out. Now what in the world is Kenny Omega looking for here? He is inside of a steel cage. Now huge back elbow to the jaw of Kenny Omega. I think that might have broken a nose. Now slamming the back of his head into the cage. And now Cody Rhodes with a huge punch. Now Irish ripping Kenny. But no, Kenny Omega slides through. Huge Hurricane Rana. Now look at this Hadouken! We haven't seen that move since the Indies. And now look at this, a brain buster. Beautiful by Kenny Omega. Now looking for a full head of steam V-trigger, but no! Face first! And I think that we reopened the wound of Kenny. That just looks so bad. You can see the blood dripping on the mat. To put towards Kenny Omega's face, looks like if someone set off a hand grenade inside of a lasagna. And now, moving that table to the center here. Now Cody Rhodes climbing to the top. Wait a minute, he's going all the way to the top. If he falls the opposite way, if he falls to the outside, Cody Rhodes is done for. There is no safe landing in that. In the very thin padding. But whoa, what the hell's going on? And now Kenny Omega shaking the cage. Oh my god. What is Cody Rhodes thinking? Oh my god. Sunset flip powerbomb through the table. Unbelievable. If Kenny Omega kicks out from that, you're gonna have to, at this point, you're gonna have to shoot him to put him down for the 3. And now huge snake eyes into the middle turnbuckle. Why did he not go for the top turnbuckle? No clue. But oh my god. Tiger driver. And now, interesting but effective pin here. 1, 2. Kenny Omega kicks out. Oh my god. Cody Rhodes is more shocked than I am. Now, huge crossroads spiking Kenny Omega. And now, Cody Rhodes getting up Kenny here. Oh my god, don't tell me. Oh, look at this. Kenny reverses. But no, Cody Rhodes reverses the reversal. Oh, so close there. But Kenny Omega with the knee. Can you even call that a V-trigger at that point? And oh my god. Look at this. Now look at the back of Kenny Omega starting to give out. Changes the directory here. German suplex. Great mindset of Kenny Omega. Getting up Cody here. Bring him to the steel chair. Now huge backbreaker onto that chair. Kenny Omega looking to inflict as much pain as possible onto Cody Rhodes with a huge kick to the chest there. Now, oh my god, look at this Aoi Shoto on the chair. Now look at this one-winged angel. Only one other man has kicked out of this in WAFC, and that is Adam Cole. But will Cody Rhodes kick out of this? What? What the hell is this? Oh my god, there's no way. There's no way. What? I have no words. And now what the hell? LA Knight coming out of here now. Now LA Knight with that hurt arm. Look to save Kenny Omega here. But now rams MJF into the steel cage. Now overhead belly to belly suplex. Now Kenny Omega just watching disaster unfold on the outside of the cage. But Kenny Omega has got to keep his eyes locked in on Cody Rhodes and now Crossroads. He hit that move earlier in his match and now, oh my god, low blow. Moving into the center of the ring, Crossroads. Now MJF just looking on from the ramp. Setting up, oh my god. Setting up that barbed wire board like there isn't already enough blood in this match. Now look at this, Cody Rhodes punches to the abdomen section there of Kenny Omega. And quite frankly, if Cody Rhodes hit this, wait! Oh! Damn! Powerbomb onto that board, and the board just fell on top of him to make things worse. Cody Rhodes' skin is torn up like it just went through a cheese grater. V-trigger, but no! The referee just got his head kicked off. I think I even caught his jaw there. Now one-winged angel, but the referee is knocked out. Now Kenny Omega's got to think, what's the next play here? Now scaling the top rope, possibly attempting the Phoenix Splash again, but no, going all the way up to the top. Kenny Omega's got to be careful. He's like, what, 20 feet in the air? Now Cody Rhodes meeting him up there. And I can just tell Cody Rhodes' back stings. And now it just exchanges back and forth here. And now, oh my god, LAVELLE, watch out, oh my god! Holy shit, 25 feet, plus the ringing,
We're calling the match off. Ring the bell.
Triple H calling off the match. This is pure. Don't tell. Oh my god. Cody Rhodes. Look at the ring mat for crying out loud. It looks like a crime scene. Now the undisputed. Look at Kenny Omega's ankles. Look, hey, he's getting confetti. Oh my god. Kenny Omega looks like he just got his ankles crossed bad. And now confetti. What does Cody Rhodes deserve confetti for? And now just drowning in at this point. Honestly, two in the backstage is glazing Cody Rhodes, honestly. Now, MJF out here.
Listen, folks.
And
You have my back, I have yours.
wow. I mean, I guess that's the end of Revolution, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, follow the Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one.